Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in and let's start off with a few things. So obviously today was not a great day in crypto. I actually did tweet out over on Twitter earlier today that, hey, the price action is a little bit slow for a Monday. And then at the end of the day, we seen a massive crash within the market, and most altcoins got sent down into the burner, which is totally fine. Listen, at the end of the day, we want to see major drops like that on a lot of these altcoins so that we can buy in. And I did warn you guys yesterday about XRP basically being at some nice resistance levels, so we definitely had to watch for a major pullback to around roughly 41 to 44 cents. And are we going to go much lower than here? Who knows? We don't know specifically, but we are watching a few things, and that is, of course, the Fed. Most of the things that we are watching is kind of centered around the Fed because it's all kind of centered around the DXY or the US dollar. And we also do see over here from Income Sharks, he's actually talking about the major S&P 500 lows since 1932 by calendar month. And you do see that October is usually the month that we see bottoms and also pumps. So, we'll see a massive drop. The bigger the bottom here, the juicier the pump. That's what we are seeing here from Income Sharks. Shout out to Income Sharks. And I completely agree. Also, remember that November is usually the month where we don't see any lows. We see usually a very bullish time frame. December, we usually do have a little bit of a volatile month, but ultimately, November and also January should be two key months to watch for. Going forward, we will most likely see March and June being a sell-off time frame, as we usually do see it kind of start in May. So definitely stay tuned to see what happens within the rest of this month, especially after this massive drop did get out of the way. And also the Fed, there is two big time frames to look here for the Fed, which is the FOMC meetings. The FOMC meetings are usually always a time frame in this market where we either see one, a scam pump, or a major sell-off beforehand or after. The two major dates here are November 1st to the 2nd, which I do believe is going to play into the pump zone of crypto. I think that this is actually going to ignite a little bit of a fire within the market. And then also December 13th to the 14th. Now this is a meeting associated with a summary of economic projections. So this is very similar to what we've seen back in September, back in June, back in March as well. So this is probably going to be a fairly bearish time frame in the market. The November 1st to the 2nd is probably not going to be much, similar to July. If you guys go look back on the chart from July, not much really happened within crypto during that time. Honestly, July was very good for crypto as well. So again, I share this with you because November is probably going to be a very good month for us, and then December is probably going to be pretty bearish, just to keep you guys up to date on a lot of these dates. And also, talking about this, we do see over here from Crypto Bull God. If you guys don't know who Crypto Bull God is, definitely go and check him out on Twitter as well as on YouTube. Incredible individual. I actually am going to be meeting with him here soon and see what we could do as a sort of dual podcast or something like that, on this channel, whatever we could do. It's definitely going to be something interesting. But also shout out to Income Sharks because we do see down here, remember how people said the Fed wouldn't pivot? Well, here we go. And we do see down here, the Fed will be forced to slow rate hikes as risk for a financial accident grow and volatility in bonds nears pandemic levels. The Fed will be forced to slow its pace of rate hikes as volatility ramps up, Charles Schwab said. And this is from October 10th, and they also do have this image from 2008. Traders work on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange Monday, December 8th, 2008, and that's when we did see a massive crash. But this is very interesting. And we do see up here, it's almost as if we kept interest rates artificially low for too long, never bothered to truly assess and be honest about the fallout of such, and then make a knee-jerk reaction and increase rates way too high, too quickly. Sounds like clowns to me. And yeah, I do believe that we will see a major pivot from the Fed, and I think that this is really going to ignite a major move in the market. Again, we don't know when we are going to see this. Are we going to see it on November 1st to the 2nd, 13th to the 14th? Who knows? But these are probably going to be the time frames where we do see that. This is the last official FOMC meetings for the year, just to keep you guys up to date on that. And I even did say once the USD goes down, our gems go up. And a lot of people thought that, the DXY was never, it never mattered before with crypto, but this is extremely wrong. And I don't mean to call out anybody. I'm just saying, like, the DXY for the longest time has always been a key aspect to watch for, especially going all the way back to even 2013. 2013 and 2014. For an example, the US dollar actually, crashing a little bit back here caused the 2013 and 2014 rally, as you guys do see down here. This is the Bitcoin price chart. Just so that you guys know, this is the US dollar. It did crash about 6.80%. I know that that's not much, but this was enough to actually pump up the market in regards to Bitcoin. Remember, back in 2013 and 2014, Bitcoin was like the main winner at that point. And then, of course, as the market matured a little bit and we did see the dollar kind of rise drastically, yet again, we've seen a major crash on the DXY, causing yet another major bull run. This was about 15%, but you also do see the drastic increase of Bitcoin. You could also look at the total, because the total also did incredibly well, which is of course altcoins. And then, just of recent, the March of 2020 timeframe, we did see the dollar drastically crash. I mean, this was about, 13.33%. Again, you see where Bitcoin basically bottomed out on, and then as the dollar collapsed down, we've seen Bitcoin take over. Risk on assets will do incredibly well once we do see the dollar top out, but the question is, where will the dollar top out? Is it going to be at 120? Did we already see the topping for the dollar? We don't know, but one thing is for sure, and that is going to be, once the Fed does pivot, it's going to cause the DXY to go absolutely crazy and most likely do a massive 180 turnaround. And the next major levels that we are looking at are the fibs out on the chart. From here, we could see a retest of 110 to possibly 106. To all the way down to like 101, and then after that, it's really kind of the last resort, which is the COVID low. This is like the March of 2020 crashing point low, which would be about 89. And I do have this on a full macro chart, by the way, going off of the full bottom of 2008, going all the way back to 2001 as well for the 120 topping point, just so that you guys are aware of what I'm looking at here. And also, talking about things happening around the entire monetary system that could also ignite a major move in crypto, it seems like everything is playing accordingly well into the 2023 timeframe. Here we have the future of the European Union's Crypto Assets Market 2022. Shout out XRPville. And this is from CBOS, by the way. If you guys don't know about CBOS, CBOS was a major event that Swift did hold with many of the market leaders there from crypto, including Quant Network, for an example. There are some great insights here, and this is one that I actually was looking at, and I was like, wow, I can't even believe that they are actually saying this. So listen closely to this. Shout out to RizXRP as well on Twitter, and listen closely.
So our European regulatory agenda is about embracing the possibilities and at the same time guarding against the risks. We want the financial system to be resilient against all sorts of cyber risks. The Digital Operational Resilience Act means that all financial firms will have to be able to withstand risks like cyber attacks. And I welcome that EU institutions have concluded their negotiations and found a political agreement on this act. There is a clear and urgent need to bring crypto asset markets into the regulatory and supervisory fold. So I do welcome that there is agreement among the EU institutions on proceeding with our new and world-leading regulation on markets in crypto assets. We also recognise the benefits in the technology behind crypto, distributed ledger technology. In March next year, a pilot regime will enter into force, allowing market participants and regulators in the European Union to experiment with trading and settlement of tokenised financial instruments.
And remember that date, March of 2023. Europe is officially going live with testing crypto. This is huge because it's also centered around DLT. We already know the XRP ledger, probably one of the most notorious DLTs out there in regards to distributed ledger technology. Very exciting time, but also listen to the rest of this video.
Using distributed ledger technology within safe boundaries. Our support for innovation in the European Union is strong, and that also applies in the field of payments. In the coming weeks, the Commission plans to deliver a legislative proposal to speed up the rollout of instant payments in the European Union.
Instant payments. And also, she does mention settlements as well. If you guys didn't catch that, we will go back and listen closely to that. But this is very incredible to see.
Instant payments are a simple idea. Money changing hands at the click of a button and within seconds. But that simple idea has a powerful impact. For an individual who can pay their emergency repair person, for a small business that doesn't have to wait so long for invoices to be paid, and for financial firms that can offer new services based on this instant nature.
Europe is ready. We've talked about this for so long on this channel. I think that this is very exciting because, again, we have a time frame here. They are giving us a time frame, March of 2023. This is huge for DLT and crypto because it really kind of solidifies where we are right now technologically. And also, listen closely what she says.
Enter into force, allowing market participants and regulators in the European Union to experiment with trading and settlement of tokenized financial instruments.
Settlement and trading of tokenized instruments utilizing DLT. Settlement. Settlement is the big key here because at the end of the day, guess what is unlocking instant settlement around instant payments? XRP. I've said it time and time again on this channel. Everyone needs to take a step back and look at things from a broad view. This is a huge innovation. And this is a huge time frame that we are giving here because, again, it solidifies that we are nearing the bottom of this bear market. I've said it, right? We go back in time, we look at the bottoming structure of most crypto assets, including the total. We've looked at the total going all the way back to many time frames before. And let me get rid of the Bitcoin price chart here. I've actually shared this even going all the way back to 2017 and 2018, about roughly 343 days. We have been crashing for a massive amount of days already. We are currently at 336. 343 would be October 17th. Is this going to be our official bottoming out stage? We don't know. I will say this. I believe that we could kind of push this into November. This would be about almost one whole year of downtrend and sideways momentum. We could even, go on for a little bit longer, but I believe that we are nearing our bottoming point and everything is looking up around 2023. But Europe has been ready. I've said this time and time again on this channel. Pay attention to all of the updates being pushed around these major industries. And by the way, Europe is getting ready because they understand the opportunity cost here. And the same goes for the UK. The United Kingdom has been fully ready for a while. Another update that we've been sharing. We do see Molly Elmore over here. Someone should tell this guy about the Digital Pound Foundation. We do see alert. UK spy chief will warn Western countries Tuesday on the huge threat from China seeking to exploit its tech dominance to control its own citizens and gain influence abroad. He will urge allies to respond urgently. Digital yuan. I'm telling you guys, everything around digital currencies and the digital financial system is emerging so fast. Everything is being streamlined. They can no longer wait. The Fed can no longer wait. They are getting peer pressured. They are now getting to the point of no return. They have to make a decision. And the same goes for all of these major names out there. Europe can no longer wait. The UK can no longer wait. And guess what's next? The US. The US can no longer wait. And I believe in 2023, we are going to not only see major updates around regulations, but we will see major updates around crypto adoption and DLT adoption, more specifically around instant settlement with instant payments as ISO goes live, and everything is going to move drastically fast, and you are going to see major updates around crypto. I do believe that 2023 is going to be a huge year for crypto, and I think going forward, we are going to see a lot more technological advancements and updates around crypto and digital assets, specifically centered on DLT. And with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on for guys more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.